everybody, my name is Ryan McKenzie. I'm the author of I Hate Selling for the Fitness Professional, 6 Steps to Making Serious Money in the Fitness Industry. It's been really cool. This book started with the process with just me, and it's grown bigger and bigger into all kinds of things. So I'm here today to give you my little teaching, basically diving deeper into the book than you're going to go on your own, than anyone else can take you. How to grow your fitness business with the #1 proven sales system for gyms and trainers. This is not just how to sell, how to argue with people, or how to make money. It's how to actually grow a fitness business. So we're going to dive into it today. And it's been awesome to see this book go to #1 on Amazon, reach so many different corners of the world and different fitness professionals. Like I said, it started with just me and growing my own personal business. I've been down in the trenches. I still train today. And it's been awesome to work with clients, to work with teams of trainers, to work with group exercise instructors, to be a trainer myself, and to know what it feels like to do well in the industry, really well, to know what it feels like to do poor in the industry, really poor. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and I want to help you navigate that and help you navigate that with your teams as well. So let's dive into it today, if you will, and I'll walk you through how to grow your fitness business with the #1 proven sales system for gyms and trainers. This is not a webinar. This is not something that I'm going to give you just pieces and hope that you'll buy my bigger thing at the end. I do have a system that you can purchase. I do have an audio book. I do have coaching and all that kind of stuff available for specific clients. But I'm not here just to sell you stuff. All of my trainings, all of my teachings are bigger than webinars. They are dialed in specific trainings for you. I don't want to hold anything back. So that's how I do it with my clients. I hope that's how you do it with your clients. And I don't want to do anything different online when I'm working with trainers. I want to give you guys everything I've got when I'm with you. So are you good with that? I hope you are, because I can't see you, but you can see me. So as you're going through this, I'll ask you questions. It's going to be really important that you interact with yourself, right? And when you're actually diving into the material yourself. So don't just sit back and watch it while you're watching TV. Dive into this. Let's go ahead and get through it. What we're going to talk about is how to go from a burnt out and frustrated fitness trainer, right? How to go from being burnt out and frustrated and feeling just ugh, to being confident, in control, and becoming a true fitness professional. And the goal would be that shift would happen over 6 weeks or less. Now, this session will not be 6 weeks long. Don't worry. It's going to be about 20 minutes tops, maybe 15. So stay with me. We'll dive into it. And this is going to lay out a path for you so that you can really dive into some stuff. Today, what we're going to get into, if you stick around to the end, I want to give you the complete I Hate Selling sales system so you can use it in your business. You can bring it back to your team. I want to give you a free copy of my best-selling book. So I'll get you the link to that at the end of this training. If you already have it, that's great. We're going to dive into some in-depth tools that are not found in the book at all. So this is not just going to be me talking about the book. This is actually more for you today. You ready for that? I'm ready for that. I love this stuff, guys. This is what I'm all about. So I need you to get 3 things real quick. Get 3 things. 1, something to write on. 2, something to write with. The phone is great. But if you're watching this on your phone right now, then it's not great because you can't take notes. Also, the phone is great, but do yourself a favor, put it on airplane mode or something and get something to actually write with. If you're actually moving your hand and writing stuff down, it'll get you in a better state of mind. And 2, when somebody texts you, tags you, follows you, emails you, whatever, it don't just pop up and distract you. You can actually focus on the task at hand. And the task at hand is getting better so we can help our clients, so we can grow our business, so we can grow our teams, right? So let's do that. 3, something to drink. Get it now if you need it. I'll give you a minute, or just hit pause, get something to drink real quick, come right back. I don't want you to get distracted in the middle of this. Once we get into it and you're thinking about it and you're focusing on it, you don't want to let any distractions get in the way. So what we want to do next is get rid of, I already said it, distraction. So if your phone is a distraction, if your TV is a distraction, if the people around you are distractions, get to a place where you can focus on this and actually dive in to where you can make a change in your mind and your heart and your body. It's got to be different. So I'd like to see you guys get in the right state to grow, right? So that's a physical, emotional. Most people will listen to teachings and they're like, oh yeah, all right, tell me something else. I've heard that before. But if you actually sit up, lean in, open up your eyes, like you're ready, you see more. You hear more and you act on it quicker. So this is we're not even into it yet, guys, but this is my first point to you. Like, you need to physically get in the right state, right? The right psychological state, the right physical state to be able to grow. Like, are you focused on this? Are you excited about your business, or is it just, hope he gives me a tip and I can get something out of it? Or like, I'm going to get something out of this. I'm taking control right now. This chair that I'm in is the control center of my life. And right now I'm going to make sure that I get everything I can out of it. That's what we want. That's what I want from you. Let's make it happen. Today, we got 3 steps to reach your business growth potential. We're going to dive into 3 specific things that I really want to help you with, because I see every single owner, manager, trainer, instructor struggles with these 3 things. And I want you to write down right now, what has been the most challenging thing for you when you try and grow? What is the one thing? Maybe you got a bunch of things, but what's the first thing that comes in your head? Make a decision right now. Write it down. I just get stuck. I can't make a decision. I'm afraid. It could be a big picture thing. It could be John gets in my way. It could be a specific thing. Write it down. What's the most challenging thing for you when you try to grow? It could be a good challenge, could be a hard challenge, could be a bad challenge. Write it down. Got it? Good stuff. This is Jesse. He's a client of mine. Jesse is a cool dude, man. He works with clients in Australia. He has his own business, and he loves people, and he's a great trainer, like excellent trainer, loves people, great combination. Had trouble growing his business because he didn't see the one challenging thing is he did not have a system that could grow, right? He had clients, and he had his equipment, and he had his knowledge, and he would get 1 or 2 clients here and there, and it was all one-on-one training. And we had to work together to put together these different small group options. If you're a one-on-one trainer away from a gym, it's kind of challenging at times to find a client, to pull them in, to get them a part of your culture, to bring them into your system. And we worked hard to get that system, that culture in place to where he could recognize, this is the thing blocking me. Here's what we need to grow. Now, all his day is filled with as much training or as little training as he wants, because it's all small groups and high-end one-on-one training, which is really cool for him and really cool for his clients and his dog and his wife like that as well, because he's with them a little more often too. So I'm not going to sit here and just talk about random people. The whole goal here is to talk about you guys and what you can do. But I believe real stories and real people can help us recognize the blocks in our life. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're just stuck in this one-on-one world and you're a great trainer and you just help one-on-one, and it's time for money and that's it, rather than figuring out how to reach more people, right? Figuring out how to help more people and be involved in everything they do. So that was it for Jesse. I wonder what it is for you. You've already got it written down, I hope. Maybe that gave you some more time to spark something different. We're going to dive into the system now. Are you ready for this, guys? What does this picture make you think of? What does it make you think of? Like cheesy, sleazy. If you're a car salesman, I don't mean that in any negative way towards you, but that's just the connotation, right? That it feels like a used car salesman. What do I have to do to get you into this car today? That is like the worst sales picture in my mind and in most people's minds. When I ask them, who's the worst salesperson you know? That's what they say, used car salesman, right? And it's just this bad feeling of just, and that's what we take and we put over into what selling is I don't want to be this used car salesman, or most trainers are seen as this used car salesman. So I can't push people into anything because they're going to think I'm trying to manipulate them. We need to change our mindset towards sales. Sales is actually not a 4-letter curse word. It is actually just helping people find what is best for them. We're trying to show them what is the best opportunity for them when we're actually selling them something. So if we can get that in our heads, then all of a sudden we love to sell. We love to help people rather than sell and manipulate people, right? So we want to help them find the best opportunity for them. And here's the 3 mindsets that come up when I talk about changing our mindset. You could be Freddie Faker. You could be Timmy Taker. You could be the Rainmaker. Now, to back it up, Freddie Faker, this is the guy, you've been him before. I've been him before, where you're just like, I don't want to get in their way. They'll come to me if they want to talk to me. And I'll just be here for you. Let me know if you need anything, guys. They'll tell me. Whenever you stay down here, I'm just going to study. I'm just going to study and become a better trainer rather than dive into their life and find out who they are, right? Timmy Taker, you know this guy. What do I have to do to get you in this gym today? Right? Like anything is, we're going to get you on this protein plan. We're going to get you on this diet. We're going to get you on this workout. You're going to come in this. And there's no questions being asked. It's being told, and it's very strong personalities can fall into this. I've been this guy. You've probably been this guy from time to time. It's manipulative sales, right? Rather than the laid back sales. Neither of these are good. We want to be the Rainmaker. Now it's funny because he's got dollar signs and whatever, but this is the guy that really cares about the person. Not to the point where I care about you so much, you just tell me, but I care about you so much, I want to help you find the right choice, right? And not, I'm going to make you find the right choice, but I'm going to help you find the right choice. So there's just enough push, there's just enough pull, there's a lot of questions being asked there. So this is step number 1 for today, changing our mindset towards sales. Which one do you fall into the most, the faker or the taker? Are you Freddie Faker? Are you Timmy Taker? Which one are you falling towards or leaning towards or bent towards the most that you need to kind of bring it back to the center and be the Rainmaker? This is Mary. Mary is a cool chick up in Missoula, Montana. She runs a gym there, and it is an awesome gym. She was definitely struggling with this. We talked about what our obstacles were, having the Freddie Faker mindset, because she wanted to help everybody. And that was great. She wanted to help all these ladies. And owning the gym, it's tough to be that and run a successful business because it means no money's coming in, right? So Mary got over this mindset to now she's running one of the most successful gyms in Missoula. And it is a really cool spot. There's actually very little equipment. It's all a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of crawling patterns, my kind of stuff, really, really fun stuff. But she does some really good work with some really good people, and all because she's able to get over her mindset. She took a gym that the owner had previously left because it was failing and she couldn't do as much with, and now she's turning it around. They're in the black, they're pushing for more, and they're growing every year. Now, Montana's a tough place because it's super awesome in the summer to go outside. I don't want to be in a gym. And it's super cold and snowing in the winter. I don't want to go outside, right? So I don't want to go to the gym in the winter. I don't want to go in the gym in the summer. There's like 2 months where people actually think they want to go, and she's got to work through this mindset of, do I push them too much? Do I wait for them? How can I find a way to get my staff, my team on board with what we're doing? She's got it down, and I'm wondering if you can recognize which one of these you are. I believe you can get it down too. So moving on, which one do you fall into the most? Is it the faker? Is it the taker? I want you to be the Rainmaker. We're going to talk a little bit about how to do that next. Couple things here as we dive in. This is the question I get the most, and this is the question that you might even have in your head right now is, how do I close clients? Like what does the closing look like? So we're on to number 2 here. We were on our mindset first. Now confident closing is next. Closing, if you know who this is Mariano Rivera, one of the best baseball closers of all time. For the New York Yankees, now in the Hall of Fame, is actually a myth, guys. Now in baseball, it's strong. You get one pitch to dominate the inning, shut it down, shut the doors, no more objections, no more people that can get loose, right? But when we're closing in a sales situation, we can't be that guy in a relationship business because I've manipulated and forced you into this thing, but really it's all about a relationship. So if we build the relationship early, if we use the system the right way, the close happens on its own almost as long as we follow through rather than forcing it to happen. So there's a couple ways we can make this happen. We can get ahead. We can stay ahead, and we can go right at them. So the 3 things under the myth of closing: get ahead. Guys, I want you to ask early, ask often. We need to know about these people. We need to dive into their lives. Ask good questions early. Say, what are good questions? Any question that shows that you care about them and that they know that you care about them. And then any question that dives into their pain. We'll talk about those steps a little bit later. You can build questions off those steps, but we need to ask early, ask often, stay ahead. Guys, it is so imperative. My what was this? 8th grade algebra teacher walked into the room one day, first day of class, we're all talking, and he says, I'll never forget this. Shut it up. That's what he said every day. Shut it up. And we're like, oh man. a little rude, kind of funny actually, but we loved the guy, so he got away with it, right? I don't think that flies nowadays. You can't talk to kids that way anymore. But we talk ourselves out of more sales than we talk ourselves into. So once you're ahead, once you've asked all the good questions, let them close themselves. They're ready to buy, and we want to explain away every feature we've got. No can do. Last one, go right at them. Sales turns into this boogeyman effect where we feel like we're just afraid of the monster under the bed. We don't want to talk about price. We don't want to talk about commitment. When do we talk about it all? We'll use the sales system to get into it. I'm hinting at it over and over again because you're actually going to get it in this teaching. Don't worry. I'm not saving it till another day or till you buy something. This is the real thing here. But we cannot be afraid to go right at them and talk about the real issues. The commitment level, the price, the time commitment, all kinds of things that we need to dive into that you're a little afraid to say because it might mean they don't buy because it feels weird. If we set it up the right way, it no longer feels weird. You shine some light under the bed, there's no monster there anymore. You feel me? Got it. So another person I've worked with closely, this is Jamie. She is an incredible trainer. Actually, was in a gym that I was a manager of, and I've since helped her throughout some things. She was someone who was afraid to go right at them, right? She would talk with them all day long, but it never got past the do they know that I care stage or where's their pain stage. We never got commitment out of people because she would just be a sponge and soak up everything. She would never dive back in. Once she got over that and she started going right at people after, not like a bulldog going at them, right? But like she would take their concerns, take their cares, take their worries, and put them back to them in a really amazing, polite way. She started to make sale after sale after sale, getting client after client after client. She went on to be left me, outgrew the place she was, became a director of one of her dream jobs on a cruise ship, left there to be a business, her own business, open her own business, and a high-end club director. So from trainer to cruise ship director to high-end club director and owning your own business, training newly married couples and about to be married couples. Really cool business opportunity she had there. And I'm really proud of her. It was awesome to work with her, to see somebody go from, I don't want to talk about sales, to like, I'm a force and I'm going to help these people. Like it's a cool thing to see when somebody grabs onto that. And I think you guys can do that too. If that's been you, or you have people on your team that are a little meek towards sales and they feel a little like, I don't want to push, I don't want to talk about that. Like they can get it. There's hope for you. There's hope for your team. Right. So which one of these do you currently struggle with the most with the closing? Is it getting ahead? Is it staying ahead? Is it going right at them? I want you to write that down because you need to know where you struggle the most. Number 3, guys, we're on to the third one already. This is going so fast. It's amazing. Control the sales process. To control the sales process, we need to know the sales process. So I'm going to fly through it real quick. This is 6 steps. If you want the book, I'll give you the link at the end and you can actually dive into these steps, but I want to talk about how to control each step a little bit here. We talked about the sleaziest salesperson you know. Do you remember who that was? Maybe yours is a little different. For me, it's a used car salesman. I've heard somebody say a shoe salesman, heard somebody say a water filtration salesman, or a vacuum salesperson. All kinds of different stories people have with different salespeople. It gets crazy. But one thing that most people don't ask, who's the best? If you've read the book, you may have thought about this a little bit, but the best salesperson you know, you may have different opinion if you're in the fitness industry right now, but I believe it's your doctor. If you have a good doctor, they're actually very caring. They find out your pain. They give you something to commit to, but they're not begging for your business, right? They're not like, please take these pills. No, they're like, this is what's going to save you. This is what's going to help you. Oh, you don't want to do it? I'm sorry, but I've got to see another patient, right? And they care about you, but they're a little detached as well because it's a professional relationship. It's really beautiful when it's done the right way. Now, put all your health industry, pharmaceutical industry bias aside and just see that relationship happen. It's really, really great. So we're going to use that as our acronym here to dive into the sales process. Straight from the top. D, do they know that I care? So much different than do I actually care. I want you to actually care, but most people just care and they don't actually dive into, does that person know that I care? You follow me on that? You see how that's different? So different. 2, ouch, where's the pain? Are they actually hurting somewhere, or are they just talking to me because they think I like them? Or they think we're friends? And is there a real issue that I can help them with? Maybe it's a physical pain in their knee. If in your physical therapist background, you can work with them, or you're not, you need to push them out somewhere else. Maybe it's a emotional pain. That is the main thing. It's more than just my knees hurt. Usually it's more than just my back hurts. It's, I feel like I can't move anymore. I feel like my kids don't want to have fun with me anymore. I feel like my wife doesn't look at me the same way anymore. Right? You know what I'm talking about? It's more than just I have a gut. That's my pain. There's always a pain behind the pain. That's what we need to dive into in step 2. If you follow these questions and answer them honestly, if you can't answer them, you don't move to the next step. So do they know that I care? No, they don't. I got to stay here till they know. Where's the pain? I don't know. You got to stay here till you know. So that could take 6 months. It could take 6 weeks. It could take 10 seconds. It's up to you and the relationship you build with the person and how quickly you can get through these things to actually dive in to gain a new client, gain a new member for your gym. Third one, C, committed or just complaining? Are they coming up to me just so they can have a conversation about, oh man, my hip, that old football injury or that old swimming, right? Or are they really committed to making a change? And this is where we find that out. Are they actually committed to changing this pain? Because if so, I can start talking about money with them. I can start talking about what's next for them. That's where we go to T, top dollar. Are they willing to pay what I'm worth? O, outside influences. Who else is influencing this decision? So husbands, wives, kids, parents, grandparents, teachers, say friends and coworkers and all kinds, TV, social media stuff, all kinds of things that are influencing the way they think, with a mob mentality, with a peer pressure mentality, with all kinds of things that they need to know. Like this, we need to talk about that a little bit for 2 big reasons. 1, they will not last if they don't understand the outside influences that are coming into them. And 2, you'll actually be able to grow your business if you take the time to do that, because we want to get real results for them, right? And if they get real results, you'll get real referrals. If you get, if you take the time to talk to them about their outside influences, you can actually go back to those influences that have been the most involved and bring them in to your club, to your training, to your sessions, and grow through organic, natural referrals systematically, not just, oh, tell somebody about me. Let me know if someone wants to come and work out. No, like we have lists of people because we know who our people are controlled with and connected by, and all kinds of things that we can use to help them grow and help our business grow. Those are 2 very important things that work together because they need to see the results and you need to see the other people around them. This is going to connect you to the community. This is going to connect you into their lives. It's going to connect you into their psychology a little bit. So very important last 2 steps. You technically could stop here and be done, but we need to know the outside influences if we want to scale and grow. We need to get real results and referrals if we want to make it long lasting. The doctor as our role model. Big stuff, big stuff. Which of these is biggest for you? I'll tell you, for this guy, Michael, trainer at a gym. The gym was shutting down. He takes over, turns it into Delta Prime Fitness, and he is blasting away. Really cool stuff. He had no system, just showed up for work, worked the hours his boss gave him, worked the clients that he could get on the side, and now he's running clients through other trainers. He's running classes through other trainers. He's building a business where he's actually the gym owner, not just the trainer anymore, which is really cool. Nothing wrong with being a trainer and growing your business to where it can, as high as it can go. Some people have the calling and the desire to grow to be a full owner, a manager, an owner, and move up the ladder in that regard, take on more responsibility, more burden, believe me, but also get a bigger return and a bigger connection in the end of the day. So that's a possibility for you guys. If you can grow from, I just work with people, to I've got a system I follow to grow my business. You can turn it into something bigger than you ever thought possible. It's really powerful stuff. What do you want? You want to stay where you are? Or you want to dive into one of these and say, man, I just don't even know if they know that I care. I got to start right step 1. Or I've never thought about the outside influences. I got to dive in there. Which of those, write them down right now. Which one is holding you back from the next step, the next step you need to reach your dreams, to reach your goals? Which one? Write it down right now. Tell you if you want to email me, you can. Ryan@trainingwithryan.com. Real simple. I'd love to hear your answers to these, but I want you to dive into them yourself so you know what you need to do to change. And then obviously, why? Why is that stopping you? Why is it holding you back? Are you afraid? Do you not have the knowledge? Do you not have any accountability? What is it that's holding you back, right? So those are the 3 steps, right? Our mindset, that the myths and the system, they're huge for us. And what I want to do is find out a little bit why you're here today, because I know everyone's wanting to grow their business. Do you not have enough opportunity sometimes? You feel like maybe overcoming objections is a hard thing for you, or learning to close is a tough thing for you. Those are just some examples. Is there something else? Write it down. What do you feel like right now you need the most out of? Maybe it's something we already talked about, but like I said, you can email that to me. I'd love to talk through it with you. Ryan@trainingwithryan.com. Simple. But I really want to know right now, and you really need to know right now, what's your biggest takeaway? Because all this stuff is great, but you need one takeaway, one thing. Was it changing your mindset? Was it conquering the myth of the objection? Was it controlling the sales process? And why? Because if you can figure out which one thing, or maybe one part of one thing, and you can dive into that this week, you'll win. And then how are you going to apply this, right? Why is it bothering you? Why is it holding you back? And how will you apply it? Owners, managers, you need to understand why, and how can I communicate why to my team? Because if you just go back to them and say, you need to do this, we're doing that, they need to feel the why. They need to see how it's applied. That's huge stuff. That's next level thinking. That's big time. So if you want more, like I said, I have all kinds of other stuff. You can go with trial and error method. You can go with a proven system. I have a proven system. I'm going to leave this very simple for you because I want to give you the book, and I want to show you how to reach out for more if you want it. It's not for everybody, but it is for anybody that wants to grow their business to the next level, get a little more clarity, control, and confidence when we're talking about the sales process. So that's what I focus on the most. And how we do that is the 6-week Rainmaker training. Guys, it's the coolest thing ever. That guy likes it. I like that picture of him. He's a good looking guy, right? But this is straight from my book, and you're actually going to dive into a practical psychology of sales in the fitness industry. It's a really, really cool thing. Not just step-by-step processes, but like changing the way you think along the way to where you actually start to realize what they're going to say before they say it. And the steps are a great starting point, but that practical psychology of sales in the fitness industry changes everything. So we go through that in a 6-week module online course. And then some people have taken that to the next level where we go to some one-on-one or small group live trainings. Within those courses, I have some live trainings a couple times a month. You can jump on calls with me, Q&As, and other trainings that we're doing, something similar to right now, but it's live with you. Practical, immediate application where it's not just theory, but we're diving in and making it practical. And then I've got some group access for just my clients that are in this course. And it is really cool to see people interact and change the way they're thinking. So if you're interested in this, I'd love to have you. There's the link, trainingwithryan.com/Rainmaker Mindset. If you want that book over there and you're like, man, I just want the free book, that's why I was here. It is ihatesellingbook.com/free-book, right? ihatesellingbook.com/free-book. You can get the free book. But if you want to know more about the Rainmaker Mindset course, it is amazing. You should jump in it. I love it. You're going to love it. Changes a lot of things. Guys, I am so pumped that you were here with me today. And I'm really excited to maybe get a couple of emails from you, to see a lot of you in the course, to see maybe a ton of you get the book. I know a lot of you are here because you have the book, but I love that you love diving into your business, and I want to see you grow more and more and more. Guys, I'll talk to you soon. This is Ryan McKenzie with I Hate Selling for the Fitness Professional. 6 steps to making serious money in this fitness industry. Train smart, live well. See ya.